Well, as you guys know, I made a promise starting in 2022, every winter long. As you know, it is a long winter and views are down. So bad boy over here's got to make some views, but I decided to do it in style. I'm focusing the entire winter on as much Soundcore products as I can get my hands on to introduce you guys to new products, some better headphones, and also, let's be honest, I gotta make some money somehow. I'm just playing. But anyway, the first product up in our lineup of the winter series is a brand new model that nobody is talking about. I was very fortunate to find these, and I gotta tell you, these are actually surprisingly very well. I'm surprised nobody's talking about them. So on today's episode of Technoid, we're gonna take a look at the all-new Soundcore Life Note 3S. I've had a lot of time to use them. I've spent much time with them. So I'm gonna talk to you about my experience, what they're like, and if I recommend them. And you might be very surprised, especially at the price point they're coming in. So all that on today's episode, so stay tuned. Now, for full disclosure, these headphones I purchased at the time of the recording for $50. They were on sale. They retail for about $80, $79.99. I paid $49.99. And you can find them anywhere online, but it is a little tricky as these headphones are not widely available in retail stores. So you will have to get them, you can't even get them on Soundcore's website. So you're gonna have to get them through Best Buy or any other outlet. Now, these headphones are a very interesting pair of headphones because I always say every headphone I review is interesting, but these are very interesting for two particular reasons: the design and also the quality. So we're gonna start off with the design. Now, taking a look at the design of the earphones and the boxing, they're very simple. For $70, I'm not gonna even look at the price that I paid. We're gonna take a look at the wholesale value for $80 to $70. They're very basic. It's a basic unboxing, but inside the box you get your headphones, you also get the charging case and a wire USB-C. So you do get quite a bit. So that is actually kind of very interesting. Now, taking a look at the headphones themselves, this is where we get to our first thing, the design. Now, these are very similar design to smaller in-ear shaped earbuds. But one of the biggest changes, come on over here, camera guy, is the in-ear design. This is not an in-ear headphone. This is a one-size-fit-all. This is all new to Soundcore, as I have not seen any of their headphones have a one-size-fit-all. So I was very shocked when I saw these, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. Now, the design itself is very similar to your generic AirPods, but they do have a big difference. For starters, the stem is much smaller. You have your two multi-point connectors here to charge the headphones. You also have two microphones, one on the inside and one on the outside, which we will discuss in just a second. And when you put them in your ear, they help to create a zero cabin pressure or any pressure at all in your ears. Now, because they are an open sound, they're not going to block out everything. But that's what you can expect with headphones like this. But I'm very surprised, as I never thought Soundcore would go this route. But overall, they're pretty good. Now, based on my hearing and based on my wear, they weren't the most comfortable for me. They were definitely comfortable as they were light and loose, but they did not stick in my ear. But that's not a problem on Soundcore. That's with every open ear headphone. Now, lastly to talk about is the charging case, which is very solidly built. It is made of a nice premium plastic. It doesn't feel cheap. It has a USB-C connector. It has wireless charging, all the legal guffs at the bottom. And when you open it up, you have your pair button and you have your left and right earbuds with a charging indicator to show you everything. So overall, when it comes to the build and design, these things definitely have a very good start, especially for the price point. Now, quickly, let's talk about the specs. Let's get through this fast. Now, these are containing Bluetooth 5.0. You can sync them up with the Soundcore app. They are a little different, which we will discuss in just a few moments. But also, taking a look at the internals, they have 5 hours of battery life and 30 hours on the charging case. That gives you a total of 35 hours. Now, that's impressive. I don't know of a headphone that gives you 30 hours of battery life for $80. That's insane. So great job, Soundcore, great job. Now, when it comes to the app support, this is where we see the biggest differences from any of their Liberty headphones and Life headphones. These are the bare minimum, but they give you enough for the price. You get 3 different EQs, but you can customize and preset. You have your normal plus all the other surrounds. You have custom, and then they have their feature bass up technology. Now, bass up I do not like. I hate it. It just, to me, is sound effects. It adds nothing to the experience for me. You also have gaming mode, which helps to lower the latency if you're playing a video game, And lastly, you also have your controls. Now, both of them do have a touch. You can touch one time to play and pause, double tap to skip, you can hold, and you can customize. So that's very, very good, especially for this price point. I'm genuinely gotta say, I'm shocked. But also, you could update the firmware. You could also add a hearing detection if it should be added. And lastly, most importantly with the app, it also gets you into the Soundcore realm. So overall, when it comes to the specs, the app, and everything so far, there's not much else for me to say except they're basically everything you would expect, but at a nice price point. Now let's get to the main topic, the sound quality. Now, of course, with all my headphone reviews, I like to give you guys a sound quality sample. So here are some samples that I grabbed from the Life series. So let me know what you think in the comments. All sound is subjective. Everybody listens to music differently. But first time out of the box, I hated them. Now, I didn't hate, but I didn't love them. They were too bass heavy. They didn't have the V shape that Soundcore is known for, where your lows and highs are emphasized and your mids are nicely mixed. For this time around, the bass is super amplified. Now, they are targeting a 13mm driver, but it's too much bass. However, once you tweak them, once you find that EQ setting, and once you do everything, I use my custom EQ for the last year, these things surprisingly went a full 360, as the music experience was much clearer, the bass was reduced just a little bit, the treble was nice, everything was perfect. So overall, sound quality, out of the box, not the best, but once you tweak it, it was excellent. This is a microphone sample of the Soundcore Life 3S. I honestly forgot the name, but I've actually had a chance to listen to the microphone quality before doing this recording, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am actually genuinely shocked. They're not the best sounding microphone in a pair of earbuds, but for $50, the price that I paid, they do sound very well, and the call quality is exceptional, especially on the receiving end. So let me hear your thoughts down below, what you think of the quality. So overall, what do I think of the Life Note 3S? Well, listen, I'm not a cheap headphone user. I like to pay for premiums. I enjoy paying the extra money because I know the experience is going to be worth it. But I also understand that there's a region of people who can't afford expensive headphones. And I get it. I understand there are people that can't afford expensive. So when companies start to do cheaper models, I always am fascinated to see what they do. And I gotta tell you guys, the Life Note 3S really surprised me. For starters, $50 is what I paid. These things could have totally got away for $90. The experience, the sound, the qualities, the features, everything screams high value. The only negatives that I have would be the sound quality out of the box. Not a big fan of the bass up technology. And then when you use the touch pads, I did wish they had a triple click option, but maybe they're saving that for the premium buds. One of the other negatives that I have with them is, I would say, in my personal opinion, my only negative is that I don't think the app is fully able to take advantage of everything that these can do. Maybe that's Soundcore throttling them, maybe they need to be updated in a firmware, but I think there's more potential for these. But overall, I really like these headphones. They have a one size fit all, but again, that comes down to how well they'll fit in your ears. If you're someone that doesn't like something sticking in your ears, these are made for you. But if you don't like that, then you're probably gonna wanna go for their other headphones that are in ear. But if you're okay with a one size fit all, a nice customizable sound that delivers in bass, but once you tweak it, if you're also comfortable with solo earbuds, you don't have to manually pair them. These things just scream amazing value. I can't think of any other headphone that can deliver it in that range, especially with all that I'm saying. So overall, bottom line, for $50 to $80, they're absolutely a steal. And Soundcore, I'm really surprised you didn't talk about these headphones. Maybe you should have marketed these, and I honestly think they do pretty well, because a one size fit all in your lineup, that's awesome. So overall, despite a few setbacks and my personal liking of the sound, they delivered, and they delivered in a big way, and I think these are gonna be a big sell for everyone. Now that's it for today's episode, and that's it for the review. So if you have any questions or concerns, please reach me out in the comment section. I will answer as much questions as I can. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, you can hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, and peace!